Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2. And today I'm going to be giving you part 2 of What If Naruto Was Isekai into the Konosuba world, guys. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual. Share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. If you're new, yes guys, I indeed have 4 channels that I post what fun every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead, check them out and yeah, enjoy. And don't forget I post a brand new episode over on Anime King 3 of What If Naruto Was a Secret, Child of Mikoto and Minato, so go ahead and enjoy that guys. I also post a brand new episode of What If Naruto Was an Agent of the Shinigami, so go ahead and enjoy that as well guys. And yeah, remember for new links will be down in the description. Comment down below and tell me for new so I can welcome you personally. And don't forget to turn on the bell notifications to see exactly when I post. So without further ado, what do you say we begin this now guys? So the last time we left off, Naruto met a goddess. Yes, he met a goddess because he had died. It turns out that, in the end, Zetsu had tried to take over Naruto's body, given how weak he was, but he had held him off long enough to give Sasuke the okay to kill him. Naruto knew that Sasuke wanted to change things in the Elemental Nation, but seeing the look on Sasuke's face while he was dying, Naruto believed that everything was gonna be alright. As the goddess asked him if he wanted anything to go to the new world that Naruto agreed to go to, a world where the Demon King was in charge as Naruto was going there to take care of him. Naruto asked for Kurama. It turns out the goddess speak to him already and he preferred to come here with a blonde than stay at the Elemental Nation, so with that he agreed, and Naruto woke up in the new world. As he had to get accustomed to this new world, so Naruto went to gather information. He ran into someone though, the person gave him money. Told him that it would be his good deed of the day. He told him that his name was Kazuma. So with that Naruto arrived. It turns out that Naruto had to join a guild. Upon joining the guild, the Starter's Guild, Naruto had the ability to become whatever he wanted because of all of his stats. However, it turns out that Naruto became something that the others did not like because once he picked it, they all seemed to frown and walk away. He became an adventurer. So with that, Naruto started to do missions solo, in fact, as he didn't really need a team. Naruto racked up a lot of money as he was able to use it to get somewhere to stay. He was given a rather difficult mission, as it involves a ghost, that is why. He believed that it was difficult, as the ghost just would not die. That is where Naruto ended up meeting Wiz, as she had ended up sucking some of Naruto's life force to stay alive. As Naruto seemed completely fine after she did what she did, as it didn't seem to affect him in the slightest. He was really powerful. However, the waitress there had sent Naruto there because she wanted him to become friends with Kazuma because Naruto did not really hang out with anyone here. Naruto decided to stick around after Wiz was gonna lose her place. It turns out that she needed money, as her items were too expensive for new adventurers and they did not help them in the slightest, so Naruto decided to help her out before he had to leave, as she was just someone that decided to help out. As for Kazuma and Aqua, as Aqua had felt the presence of something arrive, as she believed that it was one of the Demon King's army. Naruto had refused to go on any missions where it involved hurting any toads, given his links with the toads at the Elemental Nation. So with that, Naruto headed out on the mission, but Aqua was gonna get swallowed by a toad, so Naruto arrived and quickly stopped it. Aqua then saw him as she thought that Naruto was a demon because of Kurama inside of him. She was sensing Kurama's chakra as she tried to purify him. It affected Kurama, as he was rather pissed off by that, wanting Naruto to rip her to pieces, but it was Kazuma that had to knock some sense into her, saying that Naruto was fine. However, they wonder what was that gold thing that he used as Naruto had tapped into the KCM to clear the distance in a matter of seconds. So yeah guys, basically that's what I thought you guys can switch across the PlayStation of yourself, and what do you say we jump right into this brand new episode, begin Now guys, after a quick trip to the town bathhouse to wash off the toad mucus, Kazuma and Aqua met up with Naruto at the Adventurous Guild. So let me get this straight. Just like me, you were sent to this world by a goddess to defeat the Demon King, but you're not from Japan. You do have blonde hair and blue eyes. Are you from America or Europe? Kazuma asks as he tried to wrap his head around the situation. Nope, and never heard of them, said Naruto. As Naruto glanced towards Aqua, she was fiddling with a straw, paying zero attention to the conversation that was being had. Said Kazuma as he rubbed his chin in thought. He wasn't the type to overreact to something like this, especially when gods and goddesses were involved. Naruto said that he didn't know what Japan was, so he was expecting the guy to be from another country. But Kazuma did not expect him to be from a different world. Completely. But the possibility of the goddess and gods recruiting people from other world than Kazuma's home was not entirely out of the question. Where are you from then, said Kazuma. The elemental nation. Naruto said absentmindedly as he was watching Aqua work on the straw in front of her. As Kazuma noticed, Aqua, pay attention and stop distracting Naruto. This has to do with you too. I don't want to, she said. No, I'm not finished yet, as Kazuma snatched the straw away from her. She started to bob on his head comically. Naruto chuckled as he watched them fight as somehow Aqua was able to get her straw back. So I take it that you're from this Japan's place, Kazuma. Kazuma rubbed his head as he glared at Aqua before he nodded. Yeah, but to think there are other worlds out there beside my old home and this world. It's really like a video game. As Aqua stifled a laugh, as expected of Kazuma, given his life beforehand, comparing this world to a game. She quickly shut up as he snatched her straw away. No, stop it, Kazuma, she said. It's gonna break. Kazuma looked at her with a glare, crossing his arms, as he was getting sidetracked. So, what kind of world did you come from? He asked. I guess it was like this world, said Naruto. But we didn't have a king and we didn't use magic. We have ninjas and we use chakra. You're a ninja? Kazuma questioned as he looked over Naruto. He was wearing a headband with a strange symbol, but with those bright orange clothing, not to mention his blonde hair, and that bright golden ninja power he used earlier. Nah, Kazuma just could not see him being stealthy, looking like that. Seeing the doubt on Kazuma's face, Naruto fumed. I'm really a ninja, you know. I might look like this, but I could hide from some of the village top ninjas when I was 12. I even stole the forbidden scroll of sealing, and learned one jutsu from it in a night. Kazuma immediately got a sour look on his face. He was excited when he heard Naruto mention Hidden Village, but that excitement faded away when he heard that the top ninjas of that village could not capture a 12-year-old child wearing bright orange clothing. What kind of ninjas were they training in that village? How could they let something that significant, the way he spoke about it sound like it was, fall in the hands of a child? They were stupid. As Kazuma started to doubt the man in front of him, was this person really from a ninja village? Before anything else could be said, sorry for the wait, but it's finished, Aqua said as she gave Naruto the thing in her hand. It looked like the straw that she was fiddling with earlier, but it was now so different. It could not be called a straw anymore. What is this? It's a straw, but no ordinary straw. That straw is an ancient artifact that allowed the user to grant entertainment while drinking from it. Ancient relic? Didn't you say you just finished making it? Kazuma thought with a sweat drop. However, he wanted to know what she had made, so he kept quiet. She was utterly useless most of the time, but she had a knack for arts and craft. What does it do? Said Naruto. Upon closer inspection, he noticed that it had the shape of a person. The straw was only a couple inches long, so how the hell was she able to make something like this? It was rather surprising. Aqua chuckled. Order us some more drinks and find out, she said, as she finished herself a drink that Naruto ordered for her earlier. After Naruto ordered more drinks, as he got his, he stuck the straw into it and drank from it. What the? How is this possible? Aqua, you... This is actually amazing, Kazuma said, his eyes widened in shock. As Naruto was surprised as well. How did you make something like this? Aqua soaked in all the compliments, with a smug look on her face. It's amazing, right? You can praise me more, she said, when Naruto drank from the straw, as the juice gave it a golden appearance, and they were clearly able to see what it was more, as it was Naruto, and the golden juice looked like his golden chakra. But something like this should have been impossible with a normal straw. Thanks for this, but why? To thank you for the drinks. Of course, that artifact is probably worth 100 drinks, so I wouldn't mind if you treat me to more, Aqua said. Right, said Naruto, as he looked towards Kazuma, who merely shrugged. Aqua was a lot different than he imagined her to be. When he first saw her at the cemetery, and when she had purified the ghosts, she looked like a kind girl with a gentle personality. A classic personality for a priest. But he was wrong. Oh well, this Aqua isn't so bad. She may have a weird personality, but I can't really hate her for that. Plus, she seemed to get along just fine with Kazuma. Kazuma watched as Naruto's face went from a smile to a face of acceptance. However, it quickly changed as Aqua told the waitress to place the drinks on Naruto's bill. However, Kazuma wondered, did he just accept Aqua's personality? No, that wasn't good. As someone who has spent an entire week with a girl, Kazuma could not let Naruto fall into her trap. Aqua is the kind of person that takes advantage of other people, kindness. And Naruto seemed like the kind of guy that would fall for an easy trap like that. So as a kind and thoughtful senpai, I can't let she take advantage of him. After Aqua got sick and ran outside, Kazuma told Naruto that they would be doing more hunting quests for the guild, so they would see him more often as he went after her. The reason they had not seen each other because of the work that Kazuma was doing, as they would wake up at dawn to construction work and finish at sundown. As Naruto was stopped by one of the waitresses as she looked towards him with an apologetic look, as Naruto wondered what was to look for until he remembered, oh yeah right, the cost of the alcohol that Aqua had ordered that got her sick to run outside was the entire cost of a solo hunting mission. That was the last time he was going to treat her to alcohol. You see, brat, gods and goddesses are nothing but trouble. You should just forget about that woman and go to the other town already, said Kurama. And leave Wiz behind with all that death? No, not gonna happen, said Naruto, as he walked towards the receptionist's desk. Hello, Naruto-san. Thank you for all your hard work today, Luna cheerfully said as Naruto stopped in front of her. Of course, you can leave any of the unwanted quests to me, Luna-chan, Naruto said really loudly so all the others could hear, as he could already feel the glares on his back. Luna's smile became a bit strained when she noticed the tears in Naruto's jacket. My goodness, you look like you had a rough time all alone by yourself, Naruto-san. I remember suggesting that you should form a party, as Naruto had on the ropes, as he rubbed the back of his head and laughed. Yeah, it seems I underestimate those Venus flytraps. One of them almost took my arm off, he said with a laugh. Too bad my favorite jacket is ruined, but it's better than losing my arm, and I'm sorry I didn't properly warn you, she said. Huh? Said Naruto, as she bowed her head and continued. I had a feeling that you did not know about the abnormal, large Venus flytrap in this area, but you just left, and I thought that you should be okay since your stats are so high. Wait, it's not a big... Naruto was cut off as she was breaking character, her eyes full of tears. But then I started to worry that Naruto-san would not come back, and it would be all my fault. But all I could do as a receptionist is wait here and pray for your safety. Everyone started to glare at Naruto as she started to cry. Now Naruto-san probably hates this irresponsible receptionist that makes such bad and dangerous assumptions. Time skip. Naruto sighed as he made his way towards Wiz magic shop. Luna had completely turned the whole thing around on him. The power of a woman's tears. It was frightening. As Naruto walked up the steps and opened the doors, he saw Wiz in the back, organizing some of the merchandise. She didn't seem to notice him, and Naruto did not want to surprise her while she was handling such dangerous things, so he leaned against the door frame waiting. She started to hum peacefully. She may have atrocious business tactics, however she enjoyed doing what she was doing, and Naruto did not want that happiness to be taken away from her. Once she was done, she turned and she jumped in surprise. Naruto-san, she said. Sorry, I was afraid that you would drop a potion if I startled you, so I kept quiet. You should really get a bell for the door. As Naruto pulled the table from the corner to the front, as Wiz pouted with puffy cheeks. If her heart was still beating, it would probably be throbbing right now. Honestly, you shouldn't tease a girl like that. We may look cute and helpless, but take it too far, and you'll be sorry. Naruto laughed as he sat down at the table. I believe you. Now then, what can I do to help? She smiled, as she remembered what he said earlier this morning, as she tapped her chin in thought. Could I ask you to sweep the front of the store? While you're doing that, I can tell you some of the ideas I came up with. As Naruto grabbed the broom and started to sweep, a smile came on his face. This brings back some memories, you know. I used to sweep for a shop that served my favorite food when I didn't have any money. Really? What kind of food was it? Ramen, of course, said Naruto. The most greatest. What's ramen, said Wiz, as Naruto paused and slowly turned towards her. You don't know what ramen is? She shook her head. Well, noodles, miso soup. You know, ramen. The food of the gods, said Naruto. She raised her eyebrow. Nope, even in my adventurous days, when I travel all over the country. I've never heard of something like that before, she said. Naruto's blood ran cold. He was so caught up in the world that he was in. He didn't even think about the possibility that this world might not even have ramen. Whiz. Oblivious Naruto dilemma started to flip through her notebook. So the first idea I came up with was ordering. A magic set of Whiz was cut off as Naruto screamed no, frightening the hell out of her. Time skip. We can't beat the Toads by ourselves. We have to recruit a party. Kazuma told Aqua with a serious expression. After their second attempt of fighting the giant toads, the two of them had came back to the guild. After they once again failed to defeat the toads, the only toad that they were able to kill was because Naruto had knocked it out. Leave it to me. If I make the request form, people will be lined up to join us because I'm an archpriest. We're in high demand, you know. Aqua said as she rushed off to gather the materials to make a request form. Should I really leave it to her? Meh, it's only an invitation. She should be able to do something like that. It was better for her though with a higher class than him to meet the invitation. Because who would want to join a party with a weaker sub of an adventurer? While Kazuma was reassuring himself, the doors opened as that gloomy looking Naruto walked inside. Naruto, what's wrong with him? Kazuma thought as Aqua came back and slammed her hands down. Kazuma, I've really outdone myself this time, just wait. People will be lined up to join my party. When did this become your party? By the way, you seem awfully excited about this. What happened to the whiny girl that wanted nothing but to go home? But whatever, why don't we just ask Naruto to join us, said Kazuma. Inviting Naruto into the party was a no-brainer. Kazuma couldn't exactly say that they were friends because they only had 2 conversations, but the guy did save Aqua. And because Naruto had a gift from the gods, it was safe to say that he was strong. Plus, Kazuma heard rumors of Naruto being a solar hunter. So that meant he wasn't already in a party. Huh? But I already went through the trouble of making an invitation form. We should wait to see who answered my call first. Aqua said as she drank from her cup, which caused Kazuma to raise an eyebrow. That's a surprise. I thought you would be all for asking Naruto to join us. You like him, don't you? Aqua spat her drink right into Kazuma's face. Who likes who, she said. How could a goddess like myself fall in love with a mortal so quickly? If anything, I'm sure that he has fallen head over heels for my beauty. Kazuma grumbled as he wiped his face with a napkin. Don't give me that crap. When he saved you from being eaten by that toad, you were all like, thank you for saving me. Like a heroine in a boy meet girl manga. While they were arguing, Naruto was dragging his feet towards the reception decks. No, ramen. No ramen. He kept on mumbling. No ramen. As he stopped at the decks and tapped the bell to call Luna over. Luna's eyes flashed with concern when she saw Naruto. He looked like he hadn't slept in days, which made no sense because she saw him yesterday. His cheerful eyes looked dead on the inside like he saw the depths of hell. I was wondering why you didn't show up at the usual time. You look awful. What happened to you, she said. Naruto looked up towards her hopefully. Do you know what ramen is? Ramen? No, I'm sorry. That's okay. It's a food from my country. But no one knows what it is, much less how to make it. I spent half of my savings on ingredients, on how to make it last night, but this morning, my attempts were so bad I threw 5 times on taste testing. One was so bad I even passed out, said Naruto. I see, Luna said. This was a little concerning, no. It was more than a little concerning. Naruto was always bright and full of energy, even after completing hard and dangerous quests. Just what was this ramen stuff name that had put him in this state? As Naruto was trying to think of a solution, Wiz has closed the shop for the day because she went to visit the item maker that she mentioned. This was the last place in town that he could think of that might have his favorite food or someone who knew of it. Luna was about to ask if there was anything she could do when Naruto's face lit up. Well, I guess I'll have no choice but to make it myself. I'll try until I succeed, said Naruto. But I have to make up for the funds I lost. Hook me up with a new quest, Luna, said Naruto. Yes, she said. There has been sightings of a rookie killer up in the North Mountains. But the terrain is volatile, said Luna. She was shocked by Naruto's sudden change, so she just blurted out the first quest that was on her mind. I'll take it. The mountains to the north, right? I'll hurry up and be back by tonight. Luna's eyes widened when Naruto made such a ridiculous claim. Tonight? It almost takes an entire day to get there by foot. And hunting a rookie killer is no joking matter. Even with your high status, it's still very dangerous. I highly suggest forming a party for this quest, Naruto-san. No way. If I form a party, I'll have to split the reward, right? I need all the money I can get for ingredients to make my ramen. Understand? Good. I'll see you later, Luna-chan, he said. As he rushed off, leaving a very confused Luna behind. She quickly got from behind the decks and rushed after him. She knew that he wasn't going to listen, so at least she could give him information. Wait! At least take this, she said. It's a book with information about the monsters around that part of the kingdom. Naruto stopped as he took the offered book. Flipping through the pages, he stopped as he saw the man-eating plant. There was an entire page about them, as Naruto assumed that the book also contained information about the rookie killer as well. Naruto gave her a flat look. This would have been useful yesterday. New members usually form parties with experienced adventurers and learn from them about the monsters, but since you've been solo hunting this entire time, she trailed off as she apologized, clasping her hands. Naruto sighs, he waved the apology off. It's okay. I already have experience with giant monsters anyway. Those Phoenix flytraps were nothing compared to the beasts I've seen. As Naruto left while laughing, Luna wondered just what kind of country was he from. Just as Naruto was about to open the doors and leave, he heard a familiar voice call out to him. Hey Naruto, hang on a second. As Naruto stopped and turned to see Kazuma and Aqua walking up towards him. Kazuma was waving at him as Aqua was looking away for some reason. Perhaps they got into an argument. Hey guys, what are you doing here? I thought you guys would already be continuing your quest bounty. We were, but the quest that we took is a little bit too rough for us. So we're recruiting more members. Would you like to join our party? Kazuma said, averting his gaze awkwardly. It killed him to ask his kawaii for assistance, but he had few options left. Still, he rather swallowed his pride than be consumed by giant toads. As Naruto thought about it, forming a party with these two sounds like fun, but he already took a quest from Luna. Sorry, but I already took a quest for today, and I was just about to head out. Maybe next time. Oh, I see. I guess there's no help in it, Kazuma said, rubbing the back of his head. He was just rejected by his kawaii. As Kazuma saw Naruto as his prodigy, that is why he thought of Naruto as his kawaii, as it meant prodigy or student. Now he kinda felt stupid for thinking that he was Naruto's superior for even a second, calling him kawaii. They would probably just hold him back in the quest. Naruto may be new to this world like him, but if what the blonde said was true, that he came from a ninja world, that meant he was no amateur. As Aqua stepped forward, making Naruto step back. I guess I have no choice. Naruto, will you join our party to defeat the giant toads? No. Why would you ask and change my answer, said Naruto. Aqua collapsed on her knees. Being rejected. She got rejected too. Poor fellow, Kazuma said, as he started to stifle his laughter, looking down towards Aqua. Why? Aqua said. I was the one that asked this time. So Naruto should have instantly changed his mind and accepted. Apologize. Apologize for declining the request from a goddess, she yelled. What? But I already said I accepted another quest. Returning it would be rude, said Naruto. As Naruto wasn't sure what she was going on about. Not to mention calling herself a goddess. She had the same holy feeling like the one he met before, but she certainly don't act like one. Well, I'm sorry I can't join you guys today. I gotta go now. I want to complete this by night. See ya, said Naruto. He ran away. Wait, Aqua said, trying to stop the fleeting blonde, but he was already gone. My charms as a goddess. It had no effect, Aqua said. Aqua was patted on the shoulder by Kazuma. There, he said. No. It's impossible for my divine charms to fail. He's probably just shy. Yeah, that's it. Poor man. He couldn't muster the courage to be in the same party as a beautiful Aqua-sama. Kazuma raised an eyebrow. Just how self-absorbed could she be? As she kept on ranting, he really hoped the person that responded to their flyer was not as troublesome as her. A few hours later, well, that was easy, said Naruto, as he leaped through a few trees in the direction of the town. With a bit of a hassle, he was able to get to the mountain regions within an hour. Naruto didn't want to say that he was really fast, but, well, he was really fast. Finding the target had been rather easy as well. The book said that the rookie killer herded mobs of goblins, luring newbies in, and then attacking the unsuspected prey. That is why he was named the Rookie Killer. After finding a group of goblins in the mountain, Naruto killed a few to draw out the Rookie Killer. When the beast finally showed up and attacked him, Naruto slammed the Rasengan into it and knocked it off the mountain. Then all he had to do was cut off its fangs to prove that he killed it. With the teeth of the Rookie Killer in his pouch, Naruto was moving until he heard a shout. He came to a stop and checked it out as he saw a woman, clad in heavy armor with blonde hair, as she was facing off against a wolf. She wielded a broad, two-handed sword in her hand as she kept her distance away from the beast. She was obviously an adventurer. He debated whether to jump in or not and help. Since she was an adventurer, she was probably out here training. He did not want to steal her experience point by killing the wolf. He decided to wait and see how things played out as he leaned against a tree and watched. The wolf rushed in to bite as she slipped her foot back, preparing herself to attack. Naruto was surprised as she swung the blade. To be able to swing it so fast, her speed was impressive. However, the wolf dodged and charged in once again. Slash! My sword got stuck. Don't come near me with those beastly eyes. Naruto's sweat dropped as he watched the scene unfold. The woman had mixed every single attack before her sword gets lodged into a tree. Naruto was no expert on Kenjutsu, but she was no swordswoman. He must have been blinded by the speed that she had to not notice that. She really sucked at wielding a blade. Like really suck. Seeing that the blade was not coming out, Naruto decided to intervene. No, stay back you foul beast, damn it. If only my sword hadn't gotten stuck, then I could have avoided being ravished by this foul beast. Naruto came down on top of the wolf, his feet striking the thing in the skull, killing it. As Naruto raised the eyebrow to what she just said, there was a smile on her face, like she was prepared to be attacked. She opened her eyes, a smile on her face, when the attack never came, as she found Naruto staring at her. Naruto scratched his cheek awkwardly. Why were you smiling just now? No, I wasn't, she said, denying it, despite Naruto saying it. Yeah, you were. I saw you smiling when I jumped in. Thank you for helping me. I was in quite a pinch there. Who knows what would have happened if you did not help me? She changed the subject really quickly. She was able to finally pull her sword so easily. Wait, was the sword actually stuck? I was back from a quest when I heard your shouting. Were you out here on a training or something, said Naruto. Yes, I was training with a friend. We were heading back to the Adventurers Guild when we were attacked and we got separated. My name is Darkness, what's your name? My name is Naruto. So, you're a beginner adventurer, he said. As Naruto looked towards her blade, she noticed that he was looking at it as she blushed. Although, I am ashamed to say my sword's play is non-existent, but my defense is second to none. I hold the holy vanguard, job of crusader. Ah, so I was spot on, said Naruto, as she kept on rambling on about her defenses. She seemed like a nice girl, but there was something earlier about her smile that kind of bugged him that he didn't know why. I mean, who smile when they are about to get bitten by a wolf? Did she have a secret plan that he did not notice? Deciding that it would be better not to dive in on it, Naruto turned towards the town. Well, it was nice meeting you, Darkness, but I gotta get back and turn in my quest. Ah, yes, of course. Sorry for keeping you so long. Perhaps we'll see each other at the guild. As she stuttered and tapped her fingers together nervously. As Naruto raised her eyebrow, why was she nervous? Was she not used to talking to other people? This must be what people call an uncivilized person. As Naruto placed in her grin and gave her a thumbs up. Sure, if you see me, just give me a shout. See ya, Darkness, said Naruto. As he took off to the town as Darkness watched him leave. Naruto. What a nice person. How disappointing. He didn't even ask for anything in return of saving me. The least he could have asked for was for money. And when I would say I didn't have any, and I would ask if there was any other way I could pay him back, he would look at me with those lecherous eyes and say yes, with that body of yours. But that man didn't so much as look at me. She yelled with a dangerous smile, her cheeks red, as she panted between each sentence. It was then that she heard someone cough. She twirled as she saw her white-haired friend. Chris, how much did you hear? All of it. I always knew that Darkness was an uncivilized person, but someone you just met in the middle of the forest. You're mistaken, and don't say it like that, Darkness said with teary eyes as Chris stuck her tongue out playfully. Just kidding. So, who was that guy? His name was Naruto. He's an adventurer, just like us. Naruto, huh? Said Chris, a knowing smile on her face. Do you know him? Darkness said. No, but I heard of him. I heard a bit of rumor that he's a player. That he's always flirting with the head receptionist at the guild. And that he's already seduced the owner of a magic item shop. I see, but those rumors are surely false. Although I just met him, he doesn't seem like the type that would shamelessly play with a woman's heart. Oh, perhaps Darkness has already fallen prey to Naruto the player after all. As Chris looked towards her with a playful smirk, making darkness blush. Of course not. How could I fall for someone that only looks at me in the eyes? Isn't that a good thing? Boom! An explosion. Almost threw the both of them off their feet, snapping their head towards the location. What the hell was that? Hey, isn't that the direction that Naruto went? Darkness said she realized that was where Naruto ran off to. The two girls looked toward each other and gulped. Was Naruto okay? A few minutes earlier. Darkness. She kept on looking at me like I was supposed to do something. What a weird person, Naruto thought, his hands behind his head. His first impression of her. She was a clumsy knight that could not swing a sword for her life. Although she seemed like a nice person and she was very pretty. But I'm still concerned about that smile of hers. As Naruto heard a thumping noise, he looked forward to see a toad hopping across the field in front of him. As Naruto frowned, how could the people of this town want to kill such a harmless creature? He knew the giant toads in this world were completely different from the one in his own, but couldn't they just move them without killing them? Seeing the toads here reminded him how he missed the others at Mount Miyaboku. What's with those clouds, Naruto thought, up in the sky? An ominous formation of dark clouds started to swirl together. As Naruto raised the eyebrow, as Naruto felt the energy being collected, he looked forward as he saw a girl. A dark cape with a matching hat. As she seemed to be aiming right at the toads. She opened her mouth. Explosion! All hell broke loose. A deafening explosion went off. The effect slammed into Naruto as he was blown off his feet. However, he slammed his foot in the ground, stuck in himself there. Finally, the wind died down and Naruto was finally able to relax. There was now a gigantic crater. The remains of the toad was nowhere to be seen. Hey, Naruto yelled. Just what the hell do you think you're aiming at with that spell? And why would you use so much power against a toad? That was way more than overkill, Naruto said, moving towards her until she collapsed. Hey, are you okay? He asked. As he looked down toward the child that was lying down, face down on the floor. Yes, it was a long fought battle, but I used up all my mana in that first and final attack. I see that you were almost caught in the explosion. My apologies. I get very excited when I use that spell. I see. I guess it's fine, but you should watch where you're firing that spell. You could kill someone with all that power. Heh. A sacrifice or two would be a tribute to Megami, who was likely a god of destruction in the past life. Well, this sacrifice is about to leave you to be toad food if you don't stop talking nonsense. Oh god of destruction, said Naruto, as he grabbed her staff and proceeded to bob her in the head. As she shuffled her head, as Naruto assumed that she nodded. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Megami, we have 2 toads left. Use your spell again on the farther one while Aqua distract the other one. Oh, Naruto, what are you doing here? What did you do to Megami? Kazuma said as she rushed over to the now Megami. At first glance, it looked like Naruto had just mugged the little girl by beating her with her own equipment. I didn't do anything. This kid almost hit me with her explosion. Naruto said as he pointed towards the mage with the staff. If Kazuma was here, that means this kid was likely a new member of their party. Who are you calling a kid? If my mana wasn't depleted, I would... However, Kazuma interrupted. Wait, what do you mean your mana is depleted? You only use one spell. Don't tell me that you're just as useless as Aqua. Speaking of Aqua, where was that girl? Kazuma said that Aqua was distracting the toad, so there was a high chance that she was being eaten by one of the toads, Naruto thought, as he got to his feet. How rude to assume that I'm useless. Though it is regrettable, I can only use that spell once before using all of my mana, leaving me exhausted to move. But being paralyzed from the neck down after casting is a small price to pay for the ultimate power of explosive magic, Megami said, her face still flat on the ground as her voice was muffled. Kazuma faced pale, a mage that could only use her spell once a day. That spell could not even be used inside a cave or building, much less a town. Such impractical magic, she sounded absolutely useless. A thumping sound could be heard as they saw a toad. Naruto, help us to why you're... What the hell? Kazuma said as Naruto was nowhere to be found. Where did the only person that could fight go? Since I cannot move my body, I will be consumed by that toad. I leave it to you to save us all, said Megami. Until she was consumed, her legs were sticking out of a toad mouth comically. Kazuma sighed. Why does this world keep on throwing all obstacles in his way? As he pulled out his blade, wasn't he supposed to be the hero that would eventually slay the Demon King? Then why was he sent to a beginner town with no money no weapon, and a goddess. Huh, some goddess that was only useful for party tricks. Time skip, Adventurers Guild. Just as Naruto thought, Aqua was caught and almost swallowed. After smacking the toad and releasing the crying girl, Kazuma had showed up with a slimy Megami on his back. While they were on their way to the bathhouse, Kazuma and Megami had an argument. As he wasn't quite sure what they were arguing about, he only catch Lara's part, with her saying that she would do anything to be a part of the party, and him agreeing to make her join. Now Naruto sat as he was drinking, him and Kazuma, as they waited for the girls. So, look like you got yourself some troublesome new party member, Naruto said to Kazuma, who ordered some beer. How old was this guy anyway? Kazuma looked maybe a year younger than him, but that was not Naruto's business, so he let it go. Kazuma got the beer as he sighed. Troublesome is putting it lightly. That girl can only use one spill a day, and while it's strong, I don't see much use of it. Naruto laughed, but it was incredibly potent though. I bet it could one-shot most of the monsters in this town. I wonder how that kid was able to produce such an explosion. Again, who are you calling a kid? Are you trying to pick a fight with me? Megami, who just entered the guild hall with Aqua, said, as the two of them sat down on the other side of the table. As Aqua called a waitress immediately and ordered some food. Place this on Naruto tab, please. As Naruto stood up, wait a second. Why am I treating when I just saved you? If anything, you should be treating me. As Aqua shrugged, think of it as a small price to have the privilege of holding a goddess in your hand for the second time. You should be thanking me since I decided not to tell the others. Were you accidentally touched? Double order for the lady, said Naruto, cutting her off. As she started to say unnecessary words, hearing the double order, Aqua squealed in delight. That girl, even though she was bawling her eyes out and gripping onto his pants leg when she was thanking him, it's not his fault that he accidentally caught her by grabbing her butt. Feeling the gaze of the other two people, Naruto turned towards Kazuma. By the way, where did you go after you dropped the girls off at the bathhouse? You said you had something to do, but you came back rather quickly. The blonde asked with suspicious eyes, as Kazuma averted his gaze. You probably went back to kill that toad, didn't you? Then that means I unintentionally assist in a murder, said Naruto. Hey, let go! What do you mean by murder? Killing toads is our quest. You should have just let me kill it earlier when you saved Aqua, said Kazuma. While Naruto all but strangled Kazuma, Megami raised an eyebrow. Why does it matter if a few giant toads get killed? They eat livestock, off the farms, and sometimes even people. Most importantly, the meat is delicious. By the way, Kazuma killed the toad that you knocked out when you first saved me, said Aqua. No, don't say that, said Naruto as he covered his ears. Even though he knew they were treated like monsters in this world, he just couldn't hear it. Not to mention be a part of helping the toads be killed. He just felt so guilty. You know, I've been wondering for a while now, but who is this man? Is he also a part of this party? Megami asks as Naruto stopped yelling. He is not a part of the party, but our invitation is still on the board. Fair warning though, you might get covered in slime. Kazuma said to Naruto as Naruto scratched his cheek. I guess it wouldn't hurt to form a party with you guys. After all, Luna-chan has been telling me to form a party since I got here, for safety reasons. But I'm not killing any toads, said Naruto. Kazuma sighed with relief. Thank goodness. With Naruto in the party, now, I don't have to worry about those people so much. And who are those people you're referring to? Megami said. So, Aqua, no objections, Kazuma said, not answering her. Aqua gulped on the food, not really. Just let me see your adventurous card. I'm curious to see what your job and stats are, she said, looking towards Naruto. He fished the card out of his pocket and handed it to her. Well, said Naruto as he turned towards Kazuma, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I feel about joining your party. I feel like I'm gonna get swindled of all my money. Not to mention that little girl over there, with too much firepower. But I'm sure that we'll get along just fine, said Naruto. Who are you calling little girl, said Megami as she cracked her knuckles. I'm not afraid to fight you, you know. Huh. The kid sure has a lot of spunk, said Naruto. Kind of remind me of another loudmouthed brats, said Kurama. As Naruto was about to give Kurama a piece of his mind until Aqua looked up. Rejected. What? Both Naruto and Kazuma shouted. The invitation stated that one must have an advanced class job if they wish to join. That's why I allowed Megami to join, who is an arch wizard. Just what is she thinking? Is she still mad about Naruto rejecting her invitation last time? Kazuma thought. What's with you? You were pretty much begging me to join your party this morning. What's up with that, said Naruto. I changed my mind, she said, slamming her hand on the table. My party does not need two useless adventurers. Useless? I saved you from being eaten by toads twice. I can't believe you turned out to be this kind of person, and here I thought that you were pretty cool and you purify those ghosts. Give me my admiration back, said Naruto. As he reached his hand up, but she smacked it away. Ah, so you were watching me, she said. Are you that obsessed with me? You said that you're a ninja, but I didn't think you'd go that far to stalk me from the shadows. Who's a stalker? Said Naruto, raising his tone. Kazuma looked between the two of them. Just how did they end up like this? Jeez, get a room you two, Megami said. The both of them paused as he slowly turned towards her. Ha! Who would share a room with this stalker? For all I know, he'll probably steal my panties every night and dance perversely. Aqua said as she sent Naruto a scornful look. Like hell I would. What in the world gave you the idea that I would do something like that? Do you even wear any? Said Naruto. I can't even tell. Aqua gasped as she placed her hands over her ear. He admits it. He is probably taking the path of a pervert. He truly is a devil, don't worry. I'll purify it now, she said. Who are you calling a it? And I told you before I'm not a devil. Stop trying to purify me. As he threw his empty cup at her. However, she dodged with a snicker. How's that? I can sense a great deal of malice coming from you, devil. Now, do you understand the power of a goddess? However, the malice that she was sensing was coming from Kramer, who had taken the full weight of her purification spells. Kill this brain-dead woman, or better yet, give me control over your body so I may do it myself. Calm down, Kramer, I think. Normal people are starting to sense you as well, said Naruto. However, it was too late as people started to whisper. Hey, did she just say devil? I always thought Naruto was just a delinquent, working hard to impress Luna-chan, but is he actually a devil? No way. As Naruto lowered his head, his bangs covering his eyes. Oi, Aqua, aren't you taking this a bit too far? Kazuma said. However, Megami interrupted. I sense demonic energy coming from this person. Explain yourself right here before I use explosion magic on you right now. Some of the guild members started to panic as Megami smirked, enjoying the chaos that she had started up. But didn't you say you could only use it once a day? You used it earlier, right? Said Kazuma. The panic immediately died down as Megami started to sweat. Naruto sighed. He was hoping to eat the fact that he had Krama for a bit longer. But it was no pointless. Naruto jumped up on the table as he placed on a confident grin. My name is Naruto Uzumaki, he said. I come from a faraway village of ninjas. When I was a baby, the leader of my village Seal, a 9-tailed demon fox inside of me. But there's no need to worry because Krama is my friend, Naruto shouted, causing all eyes to widen as he continued. I don't care what any of you think or believe me right now because I'm gonna prove myself in this world. I'm gonna be the one to defeat the Demon King, Naruto said. Kazuma looked up towards Naruto with wide eyes. Right now, Naruto was acting like a protagonist, straight from an anime or manga. This sparked some fire in Kazuma's stomach. He could not be outdone by a fellow player. As Naruto hopped from the table and started to walk towards the exit, he had some ramen to make. However, his jacket was grabbed as he looked down to see Megami. Looking up at him, her eyes were sparkling. That declaration was inspiring. I too hope to defeat the Demon King and mark my name in history. That is why I came to this town to form a party with people with the same goal. It seems she has some decent goals. Naruto thought with a smile. Kazuma sighed. Looks like Naruto's gonna form a party with Megami. I was hoping that he would join us, but at least I only have to worry about one problem child. However, Kazuma was wrong. Then that makes us rivals. Don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're a child, said Naruto. As a prodigy of the Crimson Magic Clan, I wouldn't have it any other way, Megami said. Kazuma's sweat dropped at that. Hey Aqua, let's see who will defeat the Demon King first, said Naruto. Like a mere stalker would be a threat to me, she said. But as a lovely goddess I am, I will humor you. You're on. As Naruto chuckled as he started to leave. Kazuma started to panic. He was stuck with these two delinquents. Aqua, apologize to Naruto now, he's leaving. Don't want to. Not that I would accept him in the party anyway. As she looked away with a huff and went back to talking with Megami. That damn girl, Kazuma said, gritting his teeth. A couple minutes after Naruto left, a tall blonde walked up to their table. Is this the party that walked through town with the girls, covered in slime? Yeah, Kazuma said, looking towards the woman. She let out a ragged breath. There was a dangerous glint in her eyes. I am darkness. I wield the job of a crusader. Please let me join your party and use me as a meat shield against whatever cause. That's slime, she said. Aqua said. We need a vanguard in our party. Isn't this great, Kazuma? Welcome to the party, Darkness, said Megami. Kazuma pale. Naruto, he cried out. Wait for me! Don't leave me with these people! However, Naruto was long gone. Time skip. Why can't I make it right, Naruto thought, as he sat, resting his head on the table. He roughly remembered how to make the noodles, and he knew most of the ingredients. Heck, miso soup was common in this world yet. Naruto just could not get it. So far he could make a decent miso soup, and his noodles were getting there. But whenever he tried to put it together with vegetables and meat, the flavor of the ramen was always wrong. You'll get it next time for sure, said Wiz, cheering him on as usual. As she started to devour the failure ramen that Naruto make. But I don't think it's bad at all. Naruto-san is quite talented. More please, she said. Thanks, Wiz. Here you go, said Naruto. He ended up making quite a few bowls, so they closed the store for lunch break, as Wiz loved them. You sure were hungry. It's like you haven't eaten solid food since you left, said Naruto. Wiz flinched at that. Why yes, it was quite a long carriage ride, and I forgot to bring snacks. How careless of me. Naruto turned towards her. I thought you said you couldn't get to that village that you went on the carriage with. Don't tell me. Have you not eaten anything since you left, said Naruto. Wiz slowed down as she looked down with a sigh. Naruto-san saw right through me, she said. Because the business is not doing too well, I've been cutting back on things to save money. I've been skipping out on 1 or 10 meals a week. Naruto frowned. Her financial situation was that bad. He will have to think of something fast. Wait, did you just say 10? Have you been seriously starving yourself, said Naruto. She frantically waved her hand. It's not a big deal. Because I'm a lynch, I won't die even if I starve. Though, I would eventually lose all my flesh. That last part unnerved him as he imagined her as nothing but a skeleton. He quickly dismissed from his mind though. But you still feel hunger, right? The feeling of being hungry all the time. I'm afraid I can't let you go on like that. Besides, if your body wither away and turn into a skeleton, how are you going to attract customers to the store? I appreciate your concern, but are you complimenting or insulting me? Wiz said, with teary eyes. As Naruto laughed at her expression before he gathered all the empty bowls. An idea then popped into his head. I know. I'll just bring you ramen for lunch and dinner, like I did today. No, she said. I can't possibly trouble Naruto-san to do that. You helping me at the store for free is already too much. It wouldn't be any trouble at all. I have been making too much ramen in a way. So I'll just bring them to you, said Naruto. You get fed. I can make more bowls. It's a win-win. Honestly, if you keep on doing nice things like this for me, I might just misunderstand something, she said. She lowered her head and twiddled her thumbs, a small smile on her lips. As Naruto turned towards her. Misunderstand what? I already told you I'm doing this because I want to help my friend. Right, of course, she said. As she smiled at him. Naruto-san, if I may ask, why is Naruto-san helping me so much? I haven't done a single thing for you, and please don't say it's because I was nice to you. Naruto stopped, I guess. Seeing how hard you work for this store really struck something inside of me. You could have just given up the store when business did not go so well, but you put your heart and soul into it, coming up with new plans and ideas. In the end, your debt seemed to increase the harder you work, and you're too kind to ask others for help. That's why I want to help you, said Naruto. I don't want to see all your hard work go down the drain, just because of some rare digits. I see, Naruto-san. I will be sure to repay you someday. You want to repay me? Learn how to make ramen that tastes like Ichiraku ramen, said Naruto. He was joking, but Wiz was in his face in a second. I don't know what an Ichiraku is, but I'll try my best, she said. Naruto laughed nervously as he gently pushed her out of his personal bubble. That sounds great. I'll teach you all I can some other time. But right now we have other matters to attend to. Ah yes, of course. I'll get some of the merchandise I brought back from my trip. As she ran to the back room and came back with a few items, Naruto picked up a scroll. What's this? That's a magical scroll that lights up when you read the contents inside. It doesn't require any money to use it, and it only costs 10,000 eris. Well, this might actually sell well, said Naruto. There are a few dungeons close to town, and people can actually use this when they... Wait a second, said Naruto. You said they'd light up when they read it, said Naruto. Wiz nodded. So how would they read it in the darkness, said Naruto. Well, there's a skill that I want to see in the... It's useless, said Naruto, cutting her off. As Naruto was about to tear it up until Wiz grabbed onto his arm. Wait, they could just activate it before they go inside. Although, it only lights up for a couple of minutes, so once they're inside, it will... No, it's gonna tear, she said. Later that day, Kazuma, his eyes was devoid of all life as he walked through the streets of Axe Town. Why, you Axe? You did great distracting those toads, Darkness. Thanks to you, I was able to blast 3 of them at once. We completed your quest 2 times over, and I even gained a level, Megami said, as she was being carried by Darkness because Kazuma didn't want to be covered in mucus. Ah, the feeling of being covered in mucus by 3 different toads is too much. Darkness said the shiver, but her cheeks were red, and her breath came out ragged. I was spot on, Kazuma thought. She's a complete masochist. They all got along quite well, and they got along with Aqua, which meant he was stuck with these 3 girls. Usually, a guy will kill to be in a party with 3 good-looking girls. But not these girls. Darkness had jumped in front of the toads after throwing away her blade, saying that she was distract them until Megami done with her spell. After Kazuma was somehow able to retrieve Darkness, Megami unleashed a spell. The explosion caused the attention of more toads. One came over and ate Megami since she couldn't move, and Darkness was in too much happiness and bliss to even move, so Kazuma had to save Megami. And then Aqua got eaten by a 5th toad and was crying the entire time. It was just a troublesome day. But I was surprised by Megami power as well. Who knew that this town had such a powerful arch-wizard, Darkness said. We should retake this quest next time. I'll incinerate 5 of them with 1 spell, Megami said. No, I don't want to be eaten by toads anymore. I'm tired of being used as distraction. Aqua said loudly. Tell them, Kazuma, she yelled. Tell them why we can't do that quest anymore. She's making me come up with an excuse for her? How annoying. Kazuma thought as they stopped in front of a local bathhouse. We'll meet up at the Adventurous Guild after you guys wash up. I'll turn in the quests, and we'll split the reward after you're all back. As Kazuma started to walk away, you're not gonna tell them why? Huh, how useless. I guess it's to be expected by the only one that is not covered in slime. And useless, with the weakest job, could not do anything but run away. And at the last second he tried to steal a kill, said Aqua. Kazuma exploded. Are you kidding me? Who ran away? You were completely useless this time around. You ran away the moment the toad showed up, and you couldn't even do that right because you got eaten anyway. Well, maybe you should have protected your healer better. And you call yourself a gamer. Protecting the healer is the most important rule of the game. Why you? Kazuma was about to pounce on her until, you remember, she was covered in toad slime. As she realized that, she started to laugh at him. At this point, the other 2 girls walked in the bathhouse. Maybe I should have just let Naruto into the party. He may be an adventurer as well, but at least he's better than this useless. Neat, said Aqua, using that name that's really pissed off Kazuma, as she started to laugh in his face. To hell with the toad smell. Come here, you bitch, he said, as he ran after her. Wait, Kazuma's finally snapped. No, I'm sorry, please. Give me back my staff, she said. I remember you said that this thing is quite worth a lot of errors. I'm gonna sell it so we don't have to do those stupid jobs anymore. Wait, stop, she said. This is the only thing I have left to prove I'm a goddess. Please don't sell it, Kazuma-sama, she begged. Just as he was about to rip it away from her. Oi. They both turned as they saw Naruto standing there. As he looked towards them confused. They were all over each other, covered in slime. As he raised an eyebrow. But guys, if you end episode right here, once the next person do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notifications they posted. Remember, share to all of your friends, your social media platform. But I'm off for now, see you guys soon. Peace.